Hi everyone, so today I'll be running through a lower body warm-up that you can do prior to a circuit or prior to the leg workout that I'll be posting tomorrow. So this is a very minimal equipment warm-up. All you'll need is a skipping rope, and if you don't have one, there are other exercises that you can do to warm up as well. So we'll start by some simple stretches, and then we'll get our heart rates up for about 2 minutes, and then we'll finish with a couple of mobility exercises to get you going before you start your workout. So warming up is very important because it loosens your joints, it gets your muscles warm so that you can move better, and it avoids injury, and it's also a nice way of easing yourself into whatever exercise you're going to do and mentally prepare yourself for it. So the way this is going to work is that we'll do about 2 or 3 minutes of stretches, which will include a forward fold and some downward and upward dogs, and then we will go into about 2 minutes of either skipping, high knees or butt kicks, and you can alternate between the 3 of those during the 2 minutes of kind of heart rate increasing thing, and then after that we'll do a series of 4 exercises, 30 seconds each, repeating about 3 times, which includes a long lunge, baby squats, hip openers, and figure 4 squats. I'll be running through all of those with you, and I'll be doing this warm-up with you. It'll last about 10 minutes, and hopefully you'll be feeling ready to do a workout afterwards. So again, all you'll need is a yoga mat, and you can also grab a skipping rope if you've got one, but if you haven't, you can just do other exercises. And yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a forward fold for about 5 breaths, and you want to try and let your whole body go. So you're going to bend forward, trying to keep your legs straight. You don't need to touch the ground if you're not at that stage yet, but you want to forward fold, let your neck relax and come forward, and breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to do 5 breaths in this position. And really exhale through the mouth. One more breath. And now we're going to lock our arms together, so hands to elbows, still loose, and we're going to rock from side to side, feeling it through our hamstrings, opening up. Please don't forget to breathe in this position. Swinging from side to side. And then one more deep breath. And standing up, shake out your legs a little bit. And now we're going to go into a downward dog position and into an upward dog. And we're going to do that about 10 times. Remembering to breathe, and hopefully this is kind of going to be a whole body warm-up, not just for the legs. So we're going to bend down and walk your hands forward into a downward dog position. Don't worry if your ankles are off, if your heels are off the ground, you can keep your knees bent, but try and push through your back so that you're in a V shape. And then we're going to, from here, shuffle your feet back a little bit, and any way that you would like to go into an upward dog. Feet down, 2 breaths here, and then curl your toes back under, and then back into an upward dog. Remembering to breathe in each position, and we're going to go into upward dog once again. Breathing, and then curl your toes back under and into a downward dog. And so that's 2. We're going to do that 8 more times. Really push when you're in your downward dog, through your heels and through your palms. And we're going to go into upward dog. Flatten your feet, lift your head up, and then back into downward dog. If you need a rest at any point during this sequence, put your knees down and then curl into child's pose, and then join again. Once you're ready to continue with the downward dogs, and then we're going to come back into upward dog, breathing there, and downward dog again. And you can lift your heels one by one to really stretch out your legs, remembering to breathe, and upward dog once again, and downward dog. So you can move between these as you wish, but just try and keep the movement constant, trying to wake up the joints and get the blood flowing. So if you don't want to do a push-up, you can simply just lean and move into your upward dog, and then back into downward dog. So we're going to do 3 more. Keep moving those ankles, get energized, and upward dog once more. And downward dog. Last one. Downward dog. And then back into upward dog. And now you can walk your hands back towards your feet. Stay in a forward fold. Try and push down a little bit more with every breath out that you take. Move from side to side to open up the hips and the lower back. And then stand up once again. So that was the sort of energizing and beginning of the warm-up. That was kind of to get blood flowing, kind of tell your body that it's time to get moving, and to also start warming up the joints. So the next thing that we're going to do is about 2 minutes of either skipping, high knees, or butt kicks. So I'll demo all 3 of those, and we can do those for 2 minutes. So you can set a timer for 2 minutes and do any of those. So you're skipping, just grab a rope, preferably untangled, and you can do either single skips, double unders, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm just going to demo some single skips like such. Remember, you don't need to go full out on this because it is still a warm up, so give your body a bit of time to get warm. So that's the skipping. High knees, you're going to have your hands about waist height. And you can start either like this, if you don't want to jump, or make it more dynamic and bring your knees up. And finally, we'll do some butt kicks. So hands on your bum, and you're going to be bouncing like so. So I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes. If you want to set one with me, you can, or you can just start when I start. If I just get that on my phone. So I'm going to start with some skipping first for about a minute, and then I'm going to alternate between high knees and butt kicks. So I'm going to start my timer now, grab my rope, and I'm going to skip. So this is just to try and get the heart rate up. Ooh. Ooh, clearly not good at this anymore. Okay, So that's been a minute. And now I'm going to switch to some high knees for about 30 seconds and then for some butt kicks as well. Keeping your back nice and straight and bring your knees up. Okay, that's been about 30 seconds of those. And so now I'm going to do about 25 seconds, 20 seconds of butt kicks to finish. You could alternatively do these as non-bouncing butt kicks if you don't really want to bounce, and that's alright too. So that's been about 2 minutes. As you can tell, I'm a bit breathless, which is what you want to be. You want to get that heart rate a bit higher and get your body warm. And so finally, we're going to be rotating through 4 exercises, 30 seconds each, to try and open up our hips, get our joints warmed up for some lower body exercises. So we're going to cycle through a long lunge, which is where you start in a high plank position, and then you're just going to bring your feet forward and back. So you can bring them as forward, but if this is as far as you can go, that's okay. And then next is a baby squat, where you're going to stand like this, fold, and then squat. Fold, and then squat. From the front, it looks like this. So you're going to fold, have your feet about shoulder width apart, and then squat. Fold, and squat. Again, tailor this to your flexibility level. If you can only squat this far, then that's okay. And that's the movement that you're going to do. And then we're going to do some hip openers. So you're going to go out, out, in, in. So you're going to alternate between those 4 movements. Like so. Feeling it in the hips. And then finally we're going to do figure 4 squats, which is where you're going to put your ankle just above your knee and then squat and switch. You can do these holding a chair if that makes it easier for you in terms of stability. And if these are really too difficult and you can't manage them, then just do some normal squats, like so. So I'm going to cycle through 30 seconds of them, and we're going to do 3 rounds total, which will bring us to 6 minutes of mobility, and then you'll be ready for your workout. So I'm just going to, again, set a timer, and we're going to start with a long lunge. So we're going to get into our high plank position, and we're just going to move our feet forward and back. And that's 30 seconds up. So now we're going to do our baby squats. So forward and down, bend and down. We're going to do this for 30 seconds total. You can have your feet wider or closer, whatever feels comfortable for you. And that's our 30 seconds. So now we're going to move on to hip openers. So we're going to move out, move out, move in, move in. So it's always important to incorporate some type of dynamic movement into your warm-up. to get the joints moving. And that's 30 seconds. So now we're going to move on to figure 4 squats. And this you should feel opening up and stretching that glute muscle. And these exercises hopefully will also slightly increase your heart rate to get you ready for the workout. And that's 30 seconds. So we're going to go back to our our long lunges. Five more seconds. And that's it. Into our baby squats. Remember to extend fully when you're at the top. It's all right if this is as far as you can go. And then back down again. It's just about increasing flexibility and mobility with the exercise. 3, 2, 1. Moving on to hip openers. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1 into figure 4 squats. Yeah, if you don't have the right balance, then please feel free to use a chair, as these can be quite difficult. Okay, and for the final round, back into long lunge, into our high push-up position, high plank, and moving our feet one by one. In 3, 2, 1, into our baby squats. Just remember to breathe through the exercises, trying to push that little bit more every time, just to increase that flexibility and really warm up the joints. And then moving on now to hip openers. This is not a game of speed. Just take your time with the movements and really make sure that you're focusing on the joints that they're warming up. And finally, we're going to move on to our figure 4 squats. This is the last round of warm-up exercises. In 3, 2, 1, that's done. So that was a quick 10-minute warm-up for the lower body, so that you can complete either a circuit or the next workout that I'll be posting, which will be an at-home leg workout. Hopefully that all made sense, and it hopefully helps you warm up better before doing the workout. Thank you again for the support, and please go have a watch all my other videos and follow me on Instagram at Juicy Fitness. And yeah, good luck, and I'll see you guys next time.